Welcome to my Elixim. My name is Florian. I look forward to assisting you this evening, but I have a couple of guests to attend to first. I promise I'll be with you shortly. Alright? Hi, yeah, thank you for your patience. Miss Pearson, when you visited at high noon, the apothecary was filled with dozens of guests demanding their remedies due to numbers of people in here. I was overwhelmed, and to say the least, nevertheless, I sincerely apologize for the delay, and I corrected your items for now. Okay? Here is your wrapped package, completed with everything you'll need. Inside, you will find two remedies for your headaches. They will relatively mild. Take a handful of the enclosed mustard seed and the leaves of the rue plant. Crush them together and add enough water to create a thick paste. Spread the paste on your head and let it rest until the pain disappears. I also have included a small bottle of mandrake oil for occasions when your headaches are excruciatingly painful. Place 2 drops of the oil onto your forehead and rub it thoroughly through the skin. The oil does induce drowsiness, though, so you should notice improvements in your sleeping patterns as well. Yes, it's fine. If you can't remember these instructions, that's why I wrote it all on information on a piece of parchment. It's already tucked inside the package. You are most welcome. Anything else I can do? No? Alright, very well then. Due to today's delay, though, I will only ask for 3 shillings. Yes, I do. I'm quite certain. I truly am sorry for you were required to wait. Lowering the cost is the least I can do. It's not a bother at all. My only wish is for you to feel better. Alright? Thank you. Please come see me in a week to inform me of your well being. Alright? Yes, I do worry too much. You should know by now that I have always followed up with my guests to ensure that remedies are suitable. If anything needs to be adjusted, I will gladly do so. Of course, that's why I'm here. If you do not require any more assistance, though, then I shall bid you good evening and have a safe journey home. Oh, do not look so glum, Mr. Ashdown. I have certainly not forgotten about you. Here you are. I appreciate that you were able to drop by this evening as well. Inside of your package is a large vial filled with concoction that should heal your persistent cough. The concoction has a thick syrup-like texture. And it contains lungwort, leaves suspended in water with traces of honey, butter, cumin, and sea, and licorice. Drinking this twice a day once around sunrise, and the other at sunset. If your cough spasms lessen at or worsen at any point, I suggest chewing on a radish root. Indeed, I have included enough radish root to last you a week. It's my pleasure. How's your wife, by the way? Is her pregnancy coming along well? Oh, the poor woman. I'm terribly sorry to hear. It sucks that she's still suffering from nausea. I was afraid of that. Given how ill she was, I saw her last. That's why I enclosed a bundle of mint leaves and ginger root. No additional cost. You should take both ingredients. Crush them, mix them with warm water, have her drink whenever she's feeling nauseous. It should help settle the discomfort in her abdomen. Look, the gratitude is appreciated, but really, I'm happy to help. Of course, anything for you. Are you alright then? Would you like me to call for more assistance? Perfectly content? Alright, splendid. If that'll be all, then I will kindly ask for 4 shillings, please. Thank you. Please give Mr. Ashdown my best. I wish the both of you and your little one many safe and healthy days ahead. Alright, my apologies for the wait. How can I assist you? Oh, it's you. No. You are always welcome at the Elixim. This place is just as available to you as any other villager, is what I meant. Well, I never anticipated that we would meet under these conditions. When you stepped inside, I was so distracted. And I didn't even notice who you were. Foolish of me. Considering that your crimson cloak should have revealed your identity. Nobody could wear it with the most same elegance as you do. Nor could they have created something as masterful. You are by far the most talented and kindest tailor that the Mystic Haven has ever had. For everything you have done, the most talented. Look, everything you've done in this village, you deserve the greatest and with most respect and tenderness, but I was too careless. I am deeply sorry. Could you find it in your heart to forgive me? Your hand is resting softly against my cheek, and your eyes are staring into mine. May I ask why? This was the only way you could think to draw my attention and prevent me from spiraling further into a fit of nerves. Forgive me. I tend to ramble when I'm nervous, and it's an awful habit. But one that I cannot seem to break. Yes, you make me nervous. Well, it's not because you're touching me, it's if you're concerned whether your actions are improper. You have nothing to fear, and I welcome your touch. However, truly, I am afraid that your proximity is having an unsteady effect on me. Could you please take a step back to allow me to think clearly? Thank you. Please do not take this as a form of rejection. I do want you near me. In fact, it's something I yearn for. But my mind, which endlessly cycles with information, suddenly becomes blank, and I cannot form coherent thoughts when you are this close. If I wish to appear even vaguely sane, then I must be at least a little bit of a distance. You did hear that correctly. Yes, I do not understand this phenomenon, nor can I explain it, though if I were to be completely truthful, I would say that I was mesmerized by you long before this meeting. Well, how long, you ask? Do you remember the day you explored Mystic Haven with my brother, Cassian? You do recall that day. It's good. I'm not certain if you're aware, but I saw you walking around near your bright cloak, visible in the muted sea of colors. Even though I spend most of my days inside the apothecary, I occasionally check on guests who cannot leave their homes to visit me. While I was out, I noticed that you spoke with the villagers. You were thoughtful and compassionate, always eager to learn about everyone's trades and their lives at home. It was your warmth that drew each person in, myself including. For the first time, my heart began racing at a speed that would rival my horse when he decides he wants to run. I wanted to desperately make your acquaintance, but I could not. A town some meters away requested my assistance, as they did not have the apothecarist to provide the necessary remedies for a few individuals who had fallen ill. Selfishly, I had wanted to stay at the Mythic Haven, at least until we could meet. But my duty was far greater than my desires. Therefore, I took my horse and left. Believe me, I'm aware it was more than a fortnight since that day, that fateful day. You're wondering why I haven't approached you since then. Fair question. The truthful answer is that I simply could not. Every time I tried to visit you, to bid you good morning or good evening, my stomach would tie itself in knots. Not even my most calming remedies could elevate the tension that remained clinging to me, so much that it would prevent me from my moving forward. Instead, I always fled, knowing that if I approached you, I would likely fumble with my words and leave you with a horrible impression of myself. Unlike my brother, I have no natural ability to woo or charm others, and unlike my sister, I am not forthright. I am just a man who seeks solace in his plants, flowers, and uses those items to treat the alignments of others. Surely you would not have found me in the least bit interesting. So I thought it'd be best to keep myself away. After all, admiring from afar often leads to less heartache. Dear, your cheeks have been suddenly flushed. You're biting your lower lip and you cannot seem to meet my gaze. Are you alright? You're certain? You know that you can... You're inside an apothecary, yes? Maybe whatever your affliction may be, I'm confident I can find the remedy for you. Pardon. Your voice was quiet. I couldn't understand what you were saying. Could you say it one more time, please? Oh. Oh, you thought about approaching me yourself. But for similar reasons you were not. Please tell me you were being truthful. I don't think my heart could handle the thought of you jesting me. You're not jesting. You're just eager to meet me, and every time you tried, you were frozen in place of ruining our first meeting. All this time, we could have been in each other's company, and yet we were both so fearful of what the others would think, and that we stayed away. What a shame, every missed opportunity. You're right. You are right. We're here now. It's all that matters. Although I must say, you deserve the credit. You were the one who was brave enough to break the cycle. May I ask why? Why did you decide to visit me this evening? Ah, okay. Cassian delivered my latest arrangement of flowers, and that was enough for you to gather the courage to travel across the village to see me. Well, I am delighted that the arrangement was to your liking. Admittedly, I was worried because I had never had done something of that caliber before. At least not for anyone else to see. Lately, I've been experimenting with particular flowers and learned more about their unique properties. One day I discovered that I could alter the petal of color orchids and place a dye in the stem. Orchids that grow naturally tend to be white and or in shades of pink, yellow, and purple. All those are beautiful on their own. I wanted something more vibrant, to achieve the shade of scarlet that I did. I used berries and rose petals, injected the dye to the stems of the white orchids that I sent to you. I thought that scarlet was more appropriate color, given how well you take those rich red hues. Oh, you're smiling. By the heavens, that smile is so bright. It could illuminate entire villages with the darkness. I have seen a lovely smile directed at others, but never at me. May I ask, what have I possibly done that have earned such a marvelous thing? You find it endearing when I talk about my crafts. Moreover, your touch that I thought to create something so specific for you. Well, of course I would. It's you. You would like to know what I mean by that. Goodness, how do I even begin? Suppose it'd be easier to start with the most obvious thing, which how brilliant you have shined since your arrival. I cannot go anywhere without hearing the villagers sing your praises or sing your creations. Seeing your creations modeled by or on various people. Beyond your talent, you have won affections of both my brother and my sister. They are good judges of character. They think the world of you. As if that wasn't enough, I've seen with my own eyes how pure of heart you are. Why, just the other day you gave a precious gift to Mary. As you know, our family struggled financially and they could not afford well-tailored clothes. But after seeing you running around the village, you took a liking to her and created something that was perfectly suited to her needs. I noticed that you left your shop with the giddiest look on your face, wearing her new sapphire cloak. Given all these things, how could someone not lavish their time and attention on you? They would be a fool to not. Rather, I'd be a fool not to. The truth is, I may not be able to articulate my feelings with words or chivalrous actions. I do not know how to communicate with the plants and flowers that I adore. I hope that does not make you think less of me. No. If anything, that makes you think more highly of me. Well, thank you. I'm surprised, but I'm also relieved to hear you say that. But did you find, speaking of flower arrangements, did you find one agreeable? Cassian and Griselda both confirmed that they had been delivered, and I begged them to provide details, explaining the regarding of your reactions, but they only gave me coy smiles. You found each one of them breathtaking. Really? Oh, thank heavens. I sincerely hope that you would like them. Though I was never certain the flowers that were used in the arrangements were selected with purpose. While they were all physically appealing, the more pressing matter was each one signified. Oh, you'd like to know the meaning? Are you certain? The meanings are rather, affectionate. That's why I never, included a letter. If I told you what each flower signified, surely you would have thought of me as mad or foolish. Look, I appreciate that you would never think of me like that. However, the significance of each flower was meant to be my own secret. That was a way for me to reveal my thoughts and my feelings without anyone ever truly knowing. But now that you standing here with bleeding eyes, how can I deny you? I'd be willing to share the information, though it'd be easier to show you than rather tell you. Would you like to see where I keep my collection of my plants and flowers? Wonderful. Please give me a moment to change the sign on the door, and I do not think villagers will mind if I close a bit early this evening. Most already visited at noon. I expect a few people wanted to hear this after. Hello. What the hell's what were you scattered off to? Apologies for not introducing you earlier. This is my feline companion. It's Shadow. Yes, I gave her that name because she follows me around like one. Most of my guests have grown accustomed to her presence. If some find that they're allergic, I keep her in a safe area away from them. So you may pet her. She is perfectly friendly. She's fond of most individuals, but it seems she's taken quite a liking to you. More so than I've ever seen her, actually. Of course, you may visit her as often as you would like. She'd certainly appreciate it. Fortunately, I am not always the best company when I'm in the middle of assisting someone. It can be quite difficult to pull away at times. She will whine intensely at me, begging for attention. I'm unable to give her those moments. I think I could watch you interact with Shadow all evening long. May I ask if you would still like to proceed, though? Very well. The room is just up ahead. You stay here, Shadow. Alright, allow me a few moments with our guest, will you? Thank you. No, we will not be visiting that room on the left. No one's allowed in there for good reason. No, but please do not be alarmed. That is simply where my toxic specimens are housed. No, I can assure you that I do not create poisonous concoctions to harm individuals, though I do have an extensive knowledge on how they are made and administered. I've learned all the necessary information while I was an apprentice. The reason I have that room dedicated to plants such as hemlocks, belladonnas, and henbane is because I have been working on them for years to find a cure for illness that has afflicted my parents. I assume that Cassian has told you the story. Precisely. They perished because the physician could not find a cure. We searched endlessly, and we still had no answers. I have not forgiven myself for such a mistake. So I will do everything in my power to prevent it from ever happening again. No one should have suffered the way my siblings and I did. That is why I spend every moment locked in that room, experimenting and looking for what may have caused their illness. I'm determined to find a cure, even if it means I may be harmed in the process. Yes, some harm has befallen me. That is why the skin on my hands is marred. While I wear masks and gloves to protect myself from any deadly fumes, Some days I don't have pairs of gloves that will prevent contact with the plants. Most gloves are too thick and they won't allow me to complete the delicate, refined work that is necessary. Oh, you believe you could create a pair? That would... Are you certain? I don't know what to say. I would never ask you to do such a thing, but if you are offering, all I can truly say is thank you. Thank you from the deepest parts of my soul. I struggle to even think of how I could repay you for your generous acts. Like, as long as I continue to create flower arrangements for you, you will be satisfied. I would be more than happy to continue doing that. While we are on the subject, we have now arrived at the appropriate door. Just 1 second. Welcome to my favorite part of the Elixim. Truthfully, I sometimes hide this room when I'm in need to collect myself. The things in here bring me much comfort. Would you like a tour? Of course, we will begin right here. These are lavender and mint plants. They're what I used for your first arrangement when Cassian told me you had difficulty sleeping during the first few nights in Mystic Haven. I sent them along with a bundle of lavender and mints. You could place them beneath your pillow. The soothing aromas would gently lull you into a peaceful slumber. Beyond its healing properties, gifting lavender is to someone is meant to be you are devoted to them. Giving them mint, on the other hand, means that you wish to bring warmth upon them. I told you that these symbolic meanings can be tender and emotional. Are you truly certain that you want to know what they are? I suppose your radiant smile is enough. Let's carry on then. The second arrangement involved 3 flowers: forget-me-nots, lilies, and roses. Right there are the forget-me-nots, they which signify the giver respects the recipient. Do you see the white lilies with the yellow interiors next to them? When those are gifted, it indicates that the recipient is pure of heart. And finally, we have roses. And of course, the most recognized flower, both for their beauty and their significance. On your right, you'll find the peach one. When they are gifted, it means that the giver is sincere in the appreciation for the recipient. Light pink roses indicate admiration. You appear a little dazed. Are you alright? Oh, you're simply overwhelmed by all my explanations. An overwhelmed? A good one or a bad one? Good one. Okay. I'm relieved to hear that. This one more flower I'd like to show you. Follow me. As you can see, I grow each type of flower, or this orchid here. Even though roses are viewed as the most romantic flower, I believe that orchids are much more fascinating. Their symbolic meaning is ardent affection, but beyond that, they are known to be one of the most resilient flowers in the world. They can bloom in the harshest, most troubling conditions. That's why I chose this one for you. Like these orchids, you survived a cruel situation that thrived, and you thrived in a new area. The endurance and the spirit that must have taken is remarkable. You are remarkable. Why are you moving closer? I, I, you know, I cannot form clear thoughts when you are as close to me. For once, you want me to just feel then think. Alright, will you, guide me? Thank you. You're resting your forehead against mine. Yes, this is okay. Yes. Place your lips against mine, please. Did we just kiss? No. You have nothing to be sorry for. I enjoyed it. Truly, what we shared was perfect in every way. I understand that people who kiss generally find one another attractive on some level, but I need to ask you, what does this mean? Do you have affections for me in the same way I have for you? Oh, goodness. I don't know how to process this information. You are absolutely certain it's me who you have affections for, not someone else like my brother or my sister or another villager. You want me. You have made me the happiest man in the world. May I ask, how long have you felt this way? You have yearned for me since the day that you explored the Mystic Haven. You glanced inside the apothecary while the window was open and saw how I assisted the others. Your heart knew that I was the one for you. It seemed that we truly are a well-matched pair. As giddy as I am, I must warn you that I do not have any experience with this. I've never felt this way with anyone before, and truly I cannot guarantee that this will be natural or easy. But if you allow me to, I'd be honored to court you. Properly, that is. Yes, will you allow me? Thank you. As anxious as I am, may I ask, if you've suddenly backed away, why, and reaching into your bag, why do you have a wrapped package that's stamped with your tailored shop's emblem? It's for me. But why? It's... Oh. It's for everything I've done for you in the village. May I open it? Wait, is this what I think it is? How did you know green is my favorite color? You assumed it was my favorite color based on my love of plants. Well, you'll be right. The cloak is stunning. I've never owned something so dashing before. But now that you say it's mine, I must be dreaming. Oh, you have a way of proving I'm not dreaming. And how so? Perhaps you are right. I could never imagine kisses that are this perfect. Thank you. I adore the cloak, your kisses, and everything you are. My orchid, my heart belongs to you. And your heart belongs to me as well. Perhaps we should, seal it with a kiss. I'm glad you agree. Hey guys, Super here. Hope you guys enjoy this audio. If you guys did so, let me know if anything is fine. But yes, as always, hope you guys had a great sleep tonight. Had a good and have a great day tomorrow. As always, bye bye.